Hey there, this is Marshall Dion here, and today I'm going to be taking a little walk around my hometown of Norwood, New York, and where I'm basically going to show you a few spots I used to skate at when I was younger. Okay, we're here on Lafayette Street, and this here used to be an old spot that I used to go to back when I was just a novice skater. Well, right now you probably see a lot of sand and stones because of the winter that we had. Well, when it's cleared up though, this sidewalk here is kind of like a little small quarter pipe, and this was the place where I learned how to do some rock and rolls, axle stalls, disasters, all sorts of lip tricks that you usually do on a quarter pipe. It has some pretty good spots here to try to gap from the sidewalk onto the road, over the ramp and stuff. We're right here on Cottage Street. Like I said, when I was younger here, one time I rode down this hill, and there used to be like a slope right here on this road, but they put some new asphalt on it. I tried to jump off that ramp to get a little air, and apparently I fractured my collarbone, so I had to wear a sling for 6 weeks, and it was a really painful experience. Yeah, that parking lot right there, you see, that was one of my very first spot that I skated at. And the best part about it was this was across from my house right here. And also here, right here on Baldwin Avenue, this curb right here was when I first discovered how to do board slides on curbs and all sorts of grinds. Well, even though the curbs weren't waxed, but it was pretty fun to practice there. We're here at the Baldwin Acres Retirement Center. In this spot here used to be another one of my spots when I used to skate at. Before they had these sidewalks here, there was another sidewalk, and that there used to be a planter right over there where I did stalls and stuff. Well, they probably took it down after they put the new sidewalks in. Now this here was another spot that I used to skate at, but I didn't skate at it very much. This is at this Methodist church. Well, there was a lot of space in the parking lot, but the terrain wasn't very good. Now we're here at the Sugar Creek gas station. Now this used to be another spot that I used to skate at. Well, rumor has it that this place is going to be closed down. 7-Eleven did buy the store, but they're closing it down because they don't get any business further than Watertown. And this place here has been in Norwood for years, probably even before I was even born. It's just a shame that this place is going to be finally taken down. I'm really going to miss buying my coffee over here. This makes me very sad. Okay, we're here at another skate spot here. Is this back alley. There used to be a store called Flicks here where you rent videos and stuff. What I really liked to skate here was this loading dock. And there was a bunch of flat bricks over here one time, so I used to stack some up to make them look like a staircase, so it looked like I'm actually olling down a staircase. And there was a lot more concrete down here on this part here, where I just set some bricks up to make a mani pad, and just do manuals on them. Now we're here at the Norwood Public Library. This used to be another spot here where you basically just do some grinds on curbs and a few ramps and stuff. And a long time ago, an old friend of mine named Ryan said that he ollied over all these steps at once, and landed on the sidewalk right there and rolled out. If he actually did do it, I probably would have believed him. It's kind of like a mini version of the fountain gap at Love Park in Philly. We're up here at a very old school up here in Norwood. As you can see, a few years ago, a fire burnt that building down. It's been reduced to ruins now. Anyways, this is yet another spot that I used to skate at when I was younger. And this is the very first staircase that I ollied off of. It was that way when I skated it, because this building's been here, because this building's been very old, and I just don't know if I can even probably ollie it again, but you know, it's because I'm not as young as I used to be. And there's another reason why I used to come here. That was before Norwood opened up the skate park up at the beach. Is this ramp right here. It's a little ditch ramp. I like to do all sorts of lip tricks and stuff, and even gap over the grass and land on the sidewalk. Now we're here at the Prospect Street Banks. It's a really good spot to actually do some ditch tricks and stuff, right on the sidewalk curbs. There's a little grass cap across this road from street, and you probably might have seen this in a video on my other account. Well, one time I was trying to do it ollie right off this curb here over my bike when I laid it flat, because I was trying to get some footage for a video that's not related to the one that, well, it was just for a sponsor me video that I was planning to do years ago, but I couldn't land it. And one time my cousin Devin and I played a game of skate here, and I did a few tricks right on that ramp over there on that little side slope. I even did a kickflip off of it. Well, it's a pretty good spot to skate at, but I'm not sure if it's worth getting into trouble here. Now what you're looking at here is a grass gap from the sidewalk onto the street. If you probably want to clear this gap, you probably may want to get a lot of speed, and you really got to be careful on these sidewalks right here because of these cracks. Because if you ended up going way too fast, and if you hit a crack, you probably will fall and land flat on your face. And one time I wanted to try doing ollie right off this gap right here, but I didn't quite get enough speed, so I had to do a bonus to a flip plant right here on the side, which I showed you in a video on my other account. Well, so it's probably the only best grass gap if you ever here in the village. Now we're at the Norwood Central Park in the village, right here in the heart of the village. And this right here is the band shell. I only skated there a couple of times, but that was when I was younger, like I said. Well, there was you probably just do some tricks off there, but I don't think you should skate here because the police station is just right down the street from there. And over there, where that basketball hoop is where where skateboarding used to be authorized there. Until apparently there's been a lot of complaints of some people fighting over there. I mean, even I got into a bit of a fist fight over there too in my early years. In my early years, what I was trying to say. And this is the St. Andrew's Church. I used to like skating here because of the curbs here, especially these ones here, because that was when I first learned how to do axle stalls by ollieing up onto the curb and do a frontside 90 and stall, and then just 90 back out. Over here, this is the municipal building, otherwise known as the town hall, where the mayor, the registry, And this is also the place where the fire department is stationed at. Now right over here is a little sidewalk bank that I used to skate at as well. I even did 20 different tricks on this bank. That means no manuals, no bonuses, just ollies, nollies, shove-its, and other sorts of variations. Even when you skate further down the sidewalk here, right at the center, where the other 3 sidewalks cross, there's like a little volcano ramp right over there. I think it's probably just a manhole, but it's a good place to try to jump off and stuff. But you know, I never actually landed something off that volcano ramp over there, but it's pretty good. Now we're over here at the Norwood Post Office. As you can see, right at the end right here on that curb, there's some wax over there. You have like a bit of a mani pad and even a little side gap here to gap right onto the sidewalk. And right out back, there's a couple of curbs so you could do that's been waxed where you could do grinds on. And finally, we're over here on Mechanic Street. This here is a spot where it's only one way, and it's it's usually known as a hot spot here in downtown. As you can see, a couple areas of the sidewalk here were waxed, and you got a little ramp going right down here. I mean, in this spot here is where I landed my first tray flip. And of course, one time I skated this staircase over here. I couldn't quite land it because as soon as I land it, I have to try to drop right off of this small curve right here. I mean, if I was crazy enough to even get a lot of speed, I probably could have cleared the staircase and land over the curb and land onto the street. Well, it surely does bring back a lot of good memories revisiting those old spots. There's just lots of things. A lot of things have changed when you were growing up, and you just gotta realize you start developing your moral principles. So it's just not worth getting into trouble anymore, because I don't skate street anymore because I'm now fully committed to skate parks. So it's just another way of how hard it is to grow up. So till next time.